Yo Mwanza family, welcome back to the future. If it is your first time on my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and leave a comment. She has options, and a lot of them. Guys sliding into her DMs, exes trying to get a second date, even men with more money, more status, more looks, you name it. But guess what? None of that matters if you understand this one thing. How to stand out in a sea of men all trying to do the same thing. Here's the hard truth most men don't want to hear. If she has options, competing with them is the worst strategy that you can choose. Because once you start competing, you're basically saying, you're the prize, I'm the applicant. And just like that, she has the power. And you become replaceable, disposable, just like another dude trying too hard. So let's fix that. Mwanza here. Most guys follow a script, compliment her relentlessly, text back in 2.3 seconds, over-explain yourself, offer gifts or favors early, avoid saying no. It's predictable. And the predictable man never wins a woman who has options. She's seen it all, heard it all. You're not standing out. You're blending in with the noise. So what you want to do instead is stand out by not needing to stand out. Be the man who doesn't audition. Be the mystery that she can't label. Say less, observe more, be calm when others are thirsty, be curious about her mind and not her body. Here's an example for you. Instead of saying, you're so beautiful, say, you seem like someone who knows what it's like to be misunderstood. Is that true? Now you've just cut past her looks, past her ego, and touched something way deeper and different without even trying so hard. Most men make her feel like a goddess, and you're making her feel seen. That's power. Remember, the more you chase, the less she values you. Think about it. When she knows a man is bending over backwards to impress her, she knows he's not rare. Because truly rare men, well, they don't chase validation. She won't choose the man who shouts the loudest. She'll choose the man who makes her wonder why she's trying so hard to get his attention. A woman doesn't always choose the guy who looks the best on paper. She chooses the guy who makes her feel something unforgettable. The guy who triggers an emotional memory that sticks on her body like perfume on a pillow. That's a man who lives rent-free in her head, even if he's not the richest, best-looking or most available guy. Emotional moments, even small ones, create psychological anchors. When a woman feels good around you, safe, sexy, silly, grounded, she subconsciously associates that feeling with you. That's not attraction anymore, it's emotional imprinting, and it's extremely hard to replace. So how do you do it without looking like you're actually trying? Let's say she's having a rough day. Regular guys will say, oh, I'm so sorry, let me know if you want to talk. I mean, and that's sweet, right? But in my opinion, it's forgettable. This is what you say. Don't stress. I don't need you to pretend everything's fine with me. I mean, if it's messy, let it be messy. Because real beats perfect every single time. You can just be, I'll hold space for you. That's it. That hits. Because you're not just offering words, you're offering a safe emotional experience. Now you've just become more than a guy. You've become her escape, her peace, her grounding energy. And it's addictive. You don't win her heart with logic, you win it with a feeling she can't recreate with anyone else. Once you give her that, it's not about her options anymore. It's about the fact that none of them feel like you do. So most guys mess up because they think that to win a woman with options, they have to prove how much they want her. And that can't be far from the truth. You actually win her over when you're the man who's perfectly fine without her. And I know it seems backwards, but I'll tell you exactly why this drives women absolutely wild. Think about the last time you really wanted a woman who had options. What did you do? Let me guess. You probably texted her a lot, made plans around her schedule, worried if she didn't reply you right away, overanalyzed everything she said and did. Now what you didn't realize is this behavior communicated one dangerous message. I need your validation. Without it, I'm incomplete. Guess what happens next? She starts pulling away because deep down women instinctively know that a needy man is a weak man. Women are programmed to seek men who demonstrate strength. Remember that. And I'm not referring to like physical or even financial strength. I'm referring to emotional strength. When you generally don't need her attention or validation, you send a powerful subconscious signal. You say, I'm secure, I'm strong, and I'm self-reliant. So how can you do this practically? How can you show that you don't need her? I've got a couple of tips for you. First, don't be available 24/7. Don't do it. Stick to your schedule. Prioritize your goals, hobbies, and passions first. 2. Respond thoughtfully and not anxiously. If she takes 2 hours, don't reply in 2 minutes. Match her energy and not her eagerness. 3. Don't change your plans just for her. If you have gym, work, or friends lined up, she respects you more if you stick to them. 4. Show that you enjoy your life with or without her. Post about your activities, your growth, your fun, not about chasing her. If you're always available, always eager, always ready, you're everywhere. But if you have your own life, you become scarce. Scarcity creates desire. Loyal fans on this channel know that. She starts thinking about you constantly because now she fears losing your attention. Remember this, the strongest position is being completely okay if she walks away. Ironically, that's exactly what makes her stay. Let's get something clear. She might have dozens of guys texting her, complimenting her, taking her on dates. But here's what most men fail to understand. She doesn't choose the man who tries the hardest. She chooses the man who gives her an experience that she can't find anywhere else. Let me explain to you exactly how you become that guy. In a world filled with predictable conversations, repetitive compliments, and superficial interactions, most women crave one thing desperately: a guy who makes them feel something unique. She's used to men playing safe, asking basic questions, offering standard dates, giving generic compliments. But the guy who offers something different, something exciting, calming, intriguing, or even contradictory, instantly captures her imagination. This is how you flip the script and become the experience that she can't stop chasing. How do most men mess this up? They try to impress with predictable gestures, you know? The fancy dinners, expensive gifts, the constant flattery. They believe being agreeable and predictable makes them attractive. It doesn't. They focus on only being nice, failing to ignite genuine emotional excitement. If you do this, you're not special. You're just like every other guy. You're the norm, right? Here is how, my brother, you offer something completely unique. 1. Own your contrasts. Okay, if you're ambitious professionally, but spiritually grounded personally, better experience that. It's who you are. If you're outgoing, yet surprisingly reflective, lean into that contrast. Women chase mystery and not confusion. When you're layered, you're intriguing. 2. Be unpredictable in small, memorable ways. Don't always text at the same time. Surprise her with a random check-in that's thoughtful and not needy. Plan unconventional dates, skip that dinner, try something different, an art class, sip and paint, or a late-night drive instead. 3. Master the art of emotional intensity. Learn to create emotional shifts, laughter to seriousness, fun banter to deep conversations. Become an emotional roller coaster that she craves without that toxic drama that comes with it usually. Now this works every time for a couple of reasons. Women choose based on emotional intensity and not necessarily on logic. Her emotions are like a drug. The more unique the high, the more she craves it. The experience you give her, being playful but deep, fun, yet intriguing, is addictive because not a lot of guys are able to do that. Here's a line to make her chase you, and I need you to say this casually to her. Most guys just want to impress you, but I want you to remember me, and I think you will. This line will trigger curiosity, confidence, and mystery all at once. She'll want to know why you said that, and that curiosity will pull her towards you even harder. Stop trying to be her ideal. Instead, be the unforgettable experience that she can't recreate anywhere else. That's how you become the only choice worth making in the end. Part number 5. Most guys lose the plot at this point. They spend all their energy trying to win her, not realizing the game actually flips in your favor when she starts worrying about losing you. I'm about to show you why the subtle shift makes you irresistible, especially if she has a lot of other men lined up. So here's the mistake almost every guy makes. You meet the woman you genuinely like. She's attractive, popular, clearly has choices, and your instinct is to double your efforts. Text more, compliment more, buy her more gifts. You try hard to prove that you're the best choice, etc., etc. And guess what? The harder you try, the less she values you. Because psychologically, people never chase what's freely available. They chase what they fear to lose. So flip the script, make her feel your absence. You don't need to play games. Just subtle shifts in your energy will do the trick. When she gets distant, instead of chasing, give her space. When she gives mixed signals, don't desperately seek clarity. Be indifferent. When she tests you, respond calmly rather than reactively. Why does something like this work? Because women naturally crave clarity and security, right? If she senses you're okay with letting her go, her subconscious mind immediately starts thinking, wait, why isn't he worried? Does he have other options? Like, is he losing interest in me? Suddenly, she feels the emotional urgency to secure your attention again. And indeed, if she doesn't do this, trust me, she's not even interested. So you save yourself time, money, and effort. Alright, so how can you practically execute this without the games or manipulation? Number 1, match her effort, not her enthusiasm. She takes a step back, do same. She cancels plans last minute, don't get upset. Simply show that you have other enjoyable options and let her wonder what she's missing out on. right? So she sends you that text, so I can't make it say, hey, all good, I understand, things come up. Another friend invited me out anyway, let's catch up later. She just realized you're socially valuable, confident, emotionally unaffected by her unpredictability, and suddenly losing you becomes a real risk. 2. Prioritize your life, not her attention. Make it clear through your actions that your life, hobbies, career, and friendships genuinely come first, right? Be genuinely busy. It's not an act, it's a lifestyle. This signals clearly, I have other things going on. I enjoy you, but I don't depend on you. It's attractive because it communicates high value without you having to say it. 3. The psychological principle, scarcity and urgency. Human nature desires what might soon be unavailable. Your willingness to walk away is precisely what makes her crave your attention. When you generally withdraw, never rudely, aggressively, always confidently, you activate a fear in her that's primal. I might lose something valuable. That fear triggers her instinct to start to chase you, to fight for your attention, and to make sure that she doesn't miss out on whatever it is you have to offer her. Here's a powerful line that I believe you can use. You could say something like, hey, I enjoy what we have, but I only invest in people who equally invest in me. If that changes, I'll respectively step back. No games, just clarity. That single calm statement creates respect, attraction, and urgency all at once. So use it. Guys, remember, the man who's ready to lose her is ironically the man she fears losing the most. When you clearly communicate, I choose myself first, she feels compelled to prove that she deserves you. And that's when the power dynamic shifts entirely, and she realizes that no matter how many men are around her, none of them will be as compelling as the man who respects himself enough to walk away if necessary. You see, because you don't need to outshine competition. You need to stop playing the game they're all stuck in. Be rare, emotionally grounded. Be the man who doesn't try to impress because you know that you're unforgettable. That's the guy she'll choose every time. The most irresistible man isn't the one fighting the hardest for her. He's the one willing to walk away, making her realize he's too valuable to lose. If this helped shift your mindset, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment, I'm playing a different game now. Mwanza here. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.